Hello and all, welcome to a Galaxy Man Show interview show. So for my guest today is this incredible actor named Ray Butler. He's been in such an incredible fan film called Relic of the Jedi, a Star Wars story, and he played the role of Corrad in Relic of the Jedi, which was such an incredible film. So I'm about to give Ray an ad into the live now to have a chat with Ray about his incredible role as Corrad. So yeah, let's get Ray in. Hey Ray,
Hi,
how's it
you
going?
right?
That's
Yeah,
really
good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, really good, thanks.
Good,
Thank you for
good.
coming on to my show, by the way, Ray. It's such a pleasure having you on. To people that don't know who you are you able to give a bit of backstory about who you are and what you do, and then we'll dive right into the questions.
Yeah, my name's Ray William Butler. For the majority of people, I'm probably best known for playing a guy that was in love with his van in a viral video. A lot of people thought it was real. It wasn't. Yeah, I was acting, promise. Um, but recently, I've been in Relic of the Jedi, playing Corrad that we'll be talking about in a minute, I guess. Yeah. Anything else you'd like to know? I'll wait for your
No, that's
question.
perfectly fine. Awesome. So we'll dive right into the questions now, Ray. So for my very first question, so you were actually in Relic of the Jedi, a Star Wars story, which was truly incredible. You guys, the cast, have done such an incredible job with that incredible Star Wars story. What was it like getting to play Corrad, this incredible role of yours?
Well, for me personally, it was the first time I've ever sort of played like a big guy, like the muscle, the guy that's there to just look tough. Normally, I'm casting roles where I'm being a bit of an idiot or I'm stupid, the comic relief. So for me personally, it was quite a big change from what I normally do. Yeah, uh, I'm not really known as a tough guy normally.
Awesome. So on to my very next question. So what was the whole experience like filming on set for Relic of the Jedi?
Well, the atmosphere was great. It was kind of it's like being a big kid again, getting to dress up and play Star Wars. Um, I I've loved Star Wars and everything about it since I was a kid. So getting to actually act it out and not just be playing in the back garden, it was a bit surreal and it certainly attracted a lot of attention when we were doing it because for everyone that's seen the film, it actually has well, we've got stormtroopers in the film, which was um, which was an amazing thing to be part of. All those people, I guess the costume cost an absolute fortune. Seeing everyone in the costume and yeah, getting to interact with them was pretty incredible.
Awesome. So on to my very next question. What was your favorite memorable moment or scene to shoot in Relic of the Jedi, and why?
I'd probably say the stormtroopers again. Basically, there's a scene where, well, I'm not going to give too much away for the people that haven't seen it yet. But there's a scene which involves a lot of stormtroopers in and around Marcel, and just getting to be part of that. It was probably one of the coolest moments in the film for me. Just seeing everyone in the costume and acting like stormtroopers.
Awesome. So on to my very next question. So what was it like getting to shoot Corrad's last final incredible scene that you shot with Jess?
Yeah, I knew it was coming, obviously, but I would have liked it to have been, I don't know, like maybe a bit of a bigger battle, so to speak. I'm trying not to give too much away at the same time. Great scene though. Like it's always fun working with Jessica. She's a fantastic actress, and I think it's probably one of the more cooler scenes in the film, actually, because of the visual techniques and stuff that we had to do a lot of to get the timing right for everything to work before the effects and stuff was added. Everything had to be perfect, and it took multiple times to get all that right. But it looks fantastic in the finished film.
Awesome. So on to my very next question. So if Corrad could get like a prequel series, what would you want to see out of your like role as Corrad if Corrad could come back for a prequel?
This actually came up in discussion on premiere night. We were talking about it, and I'd love to come back in a prequel involving Dash Rendar, Jack Pattinson's character. It alludes to it slightly in the film as it goes along that we might have had some kind of pre-existing relationship before we meet up in Relic of the Jedi. And you see that my character softening as it goes on. I start to become a bit more jokey and start poking fun at Dash Rendar, which I haven't been doing the whole film. I'm basically stood there. Well, you've seeing it anyway. Yeah, I'm a pretty stone cold character up until that point when I start, taking the Mickey out of Dash Rendar and poking fun at him. But I'd love to do some kind of prequel that involves their past meeting, maybe learning about their relationship beforehand.
Awesome. So on to my very next question. Why do you think people should watch Relic of the Jedi?
Anyone that enjoys Star Wars or fan films, it's fantastically done. It's a really good story. The writing is brilliant. From what I've seen of fan films, it's normally orientated around like the lightsaber scenes and lots of fighting, whereas this one in particular is centered around the story. The story is probably more important than anything else, and it's, even if I wasn't in it, without being biased, it's myself. I think it's a very good watch, and I thoroughly enjoyed watching it back.
Awesome. So on to my very next question. So you've actually been casted in a Spider-Man series called Scarlet Spider, and you're going to be playing the role of Hammerhead. What can people expect to see from your role as Hammerhead in Scarlet Spider?
Well, for people that know the character Hammerhead from the comics, you can probably just expect me to be the tough guy again, the muscle. But I won't be undergoing any major prosthetics like in the comics, because Hammerhead's skull is laced with adamantium. He's got a very enlarged forehead. I certainly won't be undergoing any massive changes to accommodate that. But yeah, I'll basically be the tough guy again, but wearing a very fancy tailored suit.
Awesome. So on to my very next question. So who inspired you as a person to get into acting in the first place?
Well, it's something I've wanted to do since I was a very young child. I guess the first film that sort of really made me wanting to get involved with acting was the film The Labyrinth with David Bowie. I absolutely loved that film as a kid, and so we're going to get a little bit personal there. Basically, I was born with a very rare skull deformity, which, for obvious reasons, affected me quite a lot, confidence issues wise. and I underwent a lot of like serious surgery to change this the shape of my skull. So basically, until I'd say around the age of 26, I didn't think I could do it. I didn't think I'd be appropriate. But at that point, I just decided it's something I wanted to do pretty much my whole life. So I'm going to bite the bullet and go and do it now. And the last 6 years, that's what I've been trying to do.
Awesome. Well, can I just say, Ray, you're truly, like, with your performance in Relic of the Jedi, your performance and acting wise is truly incredible. And I just want to applaud you on your job with your acting. You are truly one inspirational person in life, and never stop being you, Ray. As I said, you're truly inspirational, and yeah, just keep up the amazing work.
Thank you. That means a lot. Thank you.
You're very welcome. So on to my very next question. So what have you learnt about yourself as a person during COVID?
For a day job, I basically I work in construction, so I haven't personally experienced that much of the effects of COVID because I've been out doing what I'd normally be doing. But for the short time that I have been home, when it first started, I was furloughed for a short period of time because they anticipated a drop-off in work, but there wasn't one, so I went straight back in. But the short time that I was at home, I found that I became more productive. I did more stuff to promote myself as an actor. I tried to teach myself new skills. I tried to get on board with more projects. So I know as hard as it's been for the majority of us, it's made me more determined to try and push myself that little bit more and be that bit more productive. So I don't really think it's been that bad a thing in terms of career-wise. It sort of honed me a bit more.
Awesome. So on to my very next question. If you could be in any TV or movie franchise, what would it be and why?
Tricky question. Anything with Ryan Reynolds in, I guess. Always been a massive fan of his for a long time, even before he had his success in Deadpool. Just anything with him, really. Other than that, I'd probably be saying things like Breaking Bad, because that's an incredible TV series. That would have been great to have been part of. But obviously that's been and gone.
Awesome. So on to my very next question. So what are the positives and negatives into the acting industry, and how do you get through those negatives as a person?
In terms of the negatives, it's the obvious ones. It's like rejection. You get a lot of it because obviously you're not going to get every part you go for. It's being able to not take it personally and just move on to the next one. Also, getting yourself out there. That it's so tough to get yourself out there and actually get people wanting to watch what it is you're making. That's a constant struggle, but I guess once you reach a point where enough people appreciate the work you do, it becomes automatic that people will watch it and you don't have to promote yourself as much. Positive, it's just enjoyment. I love doing what I'm doing, and just the act of doing it makes me happy, and yeah, I'll carry on doing it.
Awesome. So on to my very next question, and very last question too. So what's next for you for like 2021 for like project wise?
Very next project, it's a short film called Alice. It's about a young child that goes missing whilst on vacation with a mum. Certainly not the same kind of story as Relic of the Jedi. Quite a serious one. I've also got a showreel scene that I'm filming on Tuesday, I think it is. Looking forward to that. That'll be the first time I've managed to get out on set this year, so that'll be enjoyable. And also, yeah, Scarlet Spider as well, coming up later in the year. I think it's summertime.
Awesome. So can I just say thank you so much, Ray, for appearing on my show. It's been such a pleasure having a chat with you. Any last final thoughts or anything that you would like to say on the show?
Speaking of Scarlet Spider, we literally just found out last night that it's going to be a web series. So that should be interesting. Lots more viewing as well. And also, thank you for having me, Jacob. It's been a pleasure.
Tell me a little bit about yourself, Jane.
I'm not proud of what I do. I just do it because...
It gives you a sense of purpose, a place of belonging.
I'm just a petty thief at the end of the day.
Is that all you are?
The end of the Empire was a payday for the likes of me and you. Imagine all the stuff that was scavenged by the scum of the galaxy. And think about all the things that weren't found.
Something's amiss. I feel uneasy.
You know what would help? Keeping your eyes on the prize.